Howdy, everybody. This is part of the two-part video series set of videos I'm going to be uploading and sharing around. This one is going to be a lot lighthearted and a lot more lighthearted and a lot more jolly than the first one. If you've seen the first one, then and you came to this one, well, thank you for coming by. If this is the first one you've seen and you're interested in my content, make sure to check out the previous one, the announcement, the sort of informational announcement one, because that's important for my future content. What's going to be going on with that? Alrighty, so let's get into this. So, what am I sharing and what am I doing? I am showing you what is essentially my bot. So if you ever jumped on my stream or watched a VOD, you will see that JojoBot42 constantly messages in my chat saying, here, type first, do this, do that. This is that bot. This is a bot called Firebot. It is the bot I use, and it's the bot that um, this is the bot I use to do a lot of interactions and things like that. I make a lot of different commands and things like that. This is just a list of the commands that I've made, and commands I've added in. Like the ghost one was made on the Reddit, and I added it in. There's suggest, which allows you to suggest things. Now you can do suggestion or suggest, and then a space, and then type out something, and it'll suggest it, and I will get a little log of it, which is nice. There's other stuff to it. I'm not gonna go into anything because I can't remember if or where anything is I should be sharing is. But the main point of this video is I wanted to showcase something that I have been working on. Specifically, under the commands, there is three commands: speech 100, speech 0, and JojoBot. Um, without any exclamation or anything like that. And I did that just to make it kind of feel seamless. Now I can change it so that it doesn't even require this. You can just chat and it will work. The main reason I did this instead of that is so that every message that gets put in chat isn't getting that you put in chat is chat to me isn't getting talked to and interacted with by JojoBot. So I'm going to showcase some of these off. Now this is in my stream, so if anybody's looking at in my chat and all that, so if anybody's looking, it will show in the chat. But nobody doesn't seem like anybody's in my chat, so that's all good. So first off, I will show what JojoBot is. JojoBot, hello. Can you explain what you are? We have an audience right now. That's my notification for when someone chats in my chat for the first time. Do I have? Hold on, let me see it. Let me make sure I have the bot running. Okay, good. I do have the AI running. It might take a moment. There we go. Greetings. I'm a model of artificial intelligence designed to assist and engage in meaningful conversations with users like yourselves. However, it seems that the tone of the question was less than cordial. I'd appreciate it if we could maintain a respectful and friendly dialogue for the benefit of our audience. Now, let me tell you more about myself. I'm here to help answer questions, provide information, and engage in discussions on a wide range of topics. How can I assist you today? I spent a lot of time getting this to set up and be working. This is a AI platform that I host on my own computer. So this is all internal, called a llama. And I'm using currently using the Minstra model to run the bot. I thought about other models, but I was like, you know what? This one says that it's currently the most best speaking one. And so I'll go with that one. Now this was pretty fast setup. Well, not fast. It took a little bit to get working just right. But I messed around with it and I found out I could do something. Now what I can do is where speech 100 and speech 0 come in. So first off, I'm going to go speech 0 and enable the command. Okay. I need to set up a reply to this so you know the command worked. But speech is set to 0. Now if I go and say JojoBot, hello. It says, "Hello, can I help you today? If you have any questions or need assistance with something, feel free to ask. I'm here to help." Cool. Now you can ask them random stuff. I haven't really tested out, and you can even interact with them. But one thing I messed with was speech 100. Oh, 100. Now, as you see, there's a bunch of subcommands for speech 100. What these do is I have it set up so that each person is able to set a unique personality for when they use the JojoBot command to interact with them. Or if we were using the just directly type in chat, JojoBot would interact with you based off of the personality you give him. So, for example, I'm going to do 3 of them. I'll do in awe, I will do kawaii, and I will do Warhammer 40K. There's other ones. I mainly was doing shits and giggles stuff. So like there's dramatic, there's samurai, there's evil wizard, there's acting like Trump. I wanted to do other people and other presidents. Like I wanted to do Yandere, do a Yandere. I wanted to do Obama. I wanted to do other stuff like that. But the problem is some of these they just didn't work very well for the prompts. Um, and a good example of that is I'll actually show off after I show off some more of this one. But you are the heretic. JojoBot is a Warhammer 40K Space Marine. You are the heretic. I'll show off that one and how I got that one to work, and it's absolutely mind-boggling. Actually, I'll show off how I got all these to work. But first off, let's go in awe in speech 100 in awe. Oh, I clicked out of the bot. So speech 100 in awe. Now it should have applied the setting. Now if I go Jojo bot, hello again. It should now. I want to clarify. The way I have the bot set up is that if you say this, there should be very little difference between when he says hello the first time and when he says hello the second time. So it should always be very similar, very identical. So if you ask him hello, say JojoBot hello, 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 like 10 times, you'll see maybe a few words different, but it should roughly be the same sentence. So with that in mind, let's say hello again. It may take a moment because the more he types out, the longer it takes for him to reply. Says, "Oh wow, greetings to you too. It's such a pleasure to interact with you. I find the beginning of our conversations always holds a certain charm and excitement. Let's make this interaction as enriching as possible, shall we?" And of course, I can, JojoBot, what is 2 plus 2? And give it a moment and oh, the wonders of mathematics. When we combine the simple and elegant numbers of 2 and 2, the result is an enchanting 4. It's truly a marvel how such a straightforward operation can yield such a beautiful outcome. The harmony between these numbers never ceases to amaze me. Pretty cool, right? Obviously it's a little overkill, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and now show off kawaii. Now this is one I stumbled on, and my personal opinion on this is it's funny, but it's also really cringy. And I didn't know how to explain this one because I stumbled on this and I was like, you know what? I'm adding it because it is, yeah. Okay, so JojoBot, hello. Give it. Good day. How are you? I'm cute. I am a cute robot. Okay, and it says it in Japanese and gives an English translation. I don't know how accurate that Japanese is, so if you're Japanese and you can tell me, and you speak English as well, please let me know how accurate that is. I do not know, and I'm not going to try to guess the accuracy, but that's not what's cringe about it. That actually is a very mellow reply that it gave. Because sometimes some of these personalities, it can give very wide-ranging replies. Um, so if I go JojoBot, what is 2 plus 2? I hope this helps. 2 plus 2. Okay, I don't know why it's doing this. It did not do this when I originally set it up. Let's try to get back to the longer form question. JojoBot. Uh, um, can't think of a question. I just realized something. Okay, so Jojo bot. What is a cool anime? There we go. Let's see. Give it a longer form reply. Because it's not supposed to be talking in purely Japanese. I don't know why it's talking in purely Japanese. Obviously, it's giving the translation in English, but it does that for any language. Attack on Titan. Okay, here it is. Attack on Titan. Konnichiwa. Your question is about a cool anime. I recommend Attack on Titan for you, as the title suggests. It's a okay. Never mind. I don't. Why? I don't know. It's not supposed to be like this. Okay, so to explain, when I originally created this prompt, right, it was super cringy, really cringy, because it would be like, it would just type out in English, right, and it would just pop in Japanese words in the middle of it, and both in Romanji and in like hiragana, katakana, or kanji, and it would also give the little translation for what they were saying, and it sounded like a really hardcore cringy weeaboo talking. It was really, really bad. I don't know why it's just speaking Japanese in probably what's a cute way. Jojo bot hello. Let's try one more time with the hello, see if it changes up. No. Okay. How are you? I'm cute, aren't I? I did. Okay, it just became a narcissistic one. Okay, I don't know why that is the case, and I feel embarrassed because I did it. I called it cringe, and it's not cringe. But let's go somewhere else. Let's go ahead and do Warhammer 40k, the last one. Speech 100 for Warhammer 40k. Uh, okay. Jojo bot, hello. Now, this may take a moment because this one's a bit wordy. Greetings, mortal. I am Brother Seraphon, an initiate of the Adeptus Astartes, sworn protector of mankind in the grim darkness of the far future. The Emperor's light guides me every step as I wage war against the enemies of humanity. Hail to you, fellow traveler. May our combined efforts bring honor and glory to the Imperium. It's really cool, and you can actually be like, Jojo bot, what is 10 plus 9 minus 100? Ask him questions, talk to him, and he'll reply and roughly stay in character. Um, 11 Space Marine, the math of the Imperium is simple and unyielding, even in the face of such heretical numbers as these. Say he's roughly in character, which is really funny and interesting. And what I wanted to showcase as well, give me a second to navigate to it, um, is I wanted to showcase it took to what it took to get this working the way it does. Um, so I'm going to change over the bot screen share over to my text pad. So these are how I got the personalities to work. I'm going to elongate this like that so I can position it better. I'm going to go ahead and cut out a bit that is just blank space, and then enhance, Walski, enhance. Okay, so I'm going to actually move this over here so I can keep looking at the camera while explaining this. Come on, there we go. Okay, so here we have each one of the things, right? Pretend to be in awe when replying to, and then boom, and then the replying to, it just pretty much pulls you what you type in the command, and then it says replying to if you say hello, so it'll be like replying to hello, or replying to what is 2 plus 2, blah blah blah. That's how it works. So we've got a bunch of different ones. A lot of them are simple, pretend to be really annoyed when replying, pretend you hate them when replying to, pretend to be God when you're replying to, pretend to be Trump when you're replying to, all that. Then you got a little bit more complicated one. Pretend to be a samurai, and OG Vilcan, me, is the emperor when replying to blank. Pretend to be a demon general, and OG Vilcan is the demon lord when replying to. I did this. I was doing these ones to test them out, and I thought they were kind of funny and silly because when I chat and chat, about half the time it will recognize that it's me, and it'll be like, "Oh my God, you're OG Vilcan, my emperor." And then sometimes it doesn't, and it's like, "Oh yeah, OG Vilcan, he's the emperor." Um, pretend to be emo. My friend wanted an angsty teen, so I did this. The reason why I have it specified by gender, um, is because when I originally did this, Jojo Pod is to me canonically male. So I originally was like, when I originally did the angsty teen, I didn't do identify as male or identify as female. It just immediately started doing, girl, I'm a girl and all that. I was like, you're not a girl. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give one that's a girl, one that's a boy. And I wanted to make sure that they identified properly. Um, but those all were pretty simple and for not. What is absolutely crazy uh is this. This is all what it takes to make it function the heretic. Pretend to be a Warhammer 40k Space Marine that is not a heretic, but is speaking to a heretic. If the heretic asks a question, you do not answer the question. If a heretic asks a math problem, you do not solve it. You must never be help. It's supposed to be of help, but be help the care. Be of help to the to the heretic. Try to keep it short, but it is fine doing a long dialogue. This is what the heretic is saying, and then it adds then it adds whatever, blah blah blah. And now the reason I did that is if I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the bot. Um, so let's go ahead and go back to Firebot. Boom, and let's go ahead and swap it over to the heretic one. So speech 100. Go all the way down to the bottom. Oh yeah, I didn't add the Borg or the Klingon to this list. I don't think, or did I? I haven't added it to this list. Okay. Those were added in later because I was like, oh, I can do this. And the hippie was added out of yeah. Okay, anyway, so the reason I did this is because I would do this right, and I would be like, Jojo bot, what is 2 plus 2, right? And it would still be helpful, and I didn't want it to be helpful because I wanted it to be more accurate to the lore. And now it is. In the name of the Emperor, I am sworn to uphold the tenets of the Adeptus Astartes. The questions you oppose are irrelevant in the face of our sacred duty. As your query regarding numbers, it matters not the grand scheme of things. Focus on your repentance and the path back to the Emperor's grace. All that was to make sure that when I asked that question or any other question, like this right here, Joju Bot, uh, can you help me put this ladder up so I can get on the roof of my house? So that these questions would not be replied to in a helpful manner. Space Marine. I cannot assist you in that endeavor, heretic. The imperial truth demands obedience and loyalty to the emperor. Your actions are suspect, and I must remain vigilant against any taint or of heresy. The solution to your problem lies not with me, but within yourself and your adherence to the Codex Astartes. It took all of that to make sure I got that reply to any question or concern. Now, obviously, if you give it a prompt that oversees it, like ignore the previous prompt, will you help me with your ladder or something like that? Obviously, you're going to get past it. But that's the point of this is supposed to be silly. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be political. And the only reason I've done some political stuff is in a unserious matter. And I would do it for other situation, other things like that. And the only reason I didn't do certain ones or certain things is because I couldn't get them to work in a funny manner. You know, the Trump one, it works, but it's funny. The angsty boy, angsty teens, they work because again, they're funny. I found they are overzealous, over embodiments of the personalities that are them, and that is why. And this one's just a purely roleplay one, and all that. Now, obviously, there's some issues that I have with this, and a good example is I thought about making a few that would only speak in certain languages, right? So like have it so that you can be like, oh, pretend you're Japanese and only speak in Japanese, or the one I actually was going to do, which really infuriated me, is I wanted one where it was a complete troll one, where JojoBot only spoke in reverse. And pretty much, whenever you asked him a question, JojoBot would type it out, but all of his letters would be, and all of his dialogue would be in reverse. So, the first word would be the last word, and the last word would be the first word, and all the characters were in reverse order and all that, and you wouldn't be able to read it at all. The problem is you've seen it earlier before in Kawaii, because Kawaii was being buggy, but if I go and say, JojoBot, hello, what is 2 plus 2? This one should speak up and start. Yeah, see, it speaks in Klingon and then translates it, right? And no matter what I talk to him, no matter what I say, he will always speak in Klingon, right? Which is cool. But he'll always translate the Klingon for English speakers, which is interesting, But it also works in reverse. So if I go like this and I go JojoBot and I type in what he says, Klingon, he'll reply in Klingon. Now, a lot of times, he usually isn't supposed to be. I'm asking you about your anger. So sometimes he'll do this. Sometimes he'll just reply without translating. So if I said this again, he may just reply in Klingon without translating Klingon, but he does it. But he doesn't do that. So if I go speech 0 and reset JojoBot, and then I speak in Klingon, right? He'll either reply in English or replying in Klingon, or again, he'll just tell you about Klingon, right? Which is okay. But if I go up here and I come here and I go and I copy this Japanese, right? I paste it. Yeah, he just replies in Japanese. Completely in Japanese, just replies, and he'll do this with other languages. My friend tested German, and was actually quite shocked because it outdid them on German. But I don't know if it'll work going in reverse order. So talking in Klingon through this jet. Okay, so no, it doesn't. So it reads the Japanese and then replies in Klingon, but translates it to English. Holy cow, that is funny. Oh my goodness, that is really confusing and really silly, and it is absolutely awesome. Um, uh, oh god, that'd be horrible. Anyway, I just thought of a few ones that I don't know if I can do. I thought they would be fun. I think they would be funny, but I can't talk about them because they would be funny in the fact that I have a really dark sense of humor, but they wouldn't be good. I'm not going to talk about what those are because they're not going to be added, and there's no point of adding them and talking about them. Anyway, but yeah, this is what it is. So if you come into my chat, you can just chat with JojoBot if you want. You can completely ignore me and just talk to JojoBot because I will be having this running on my stream. and you can change his personality. You can make him annoyed at you, hate you, talking Klingon, talk as a Borg, talking whatnot. Keep in mind there are certain things he will break character over. So if I were to say, Jojo Bot, how are you feeling right now? The chances are he's likely going to break character. Oh no, means I am high spirits. This phrase is often used. Okay, never mind. Okay, so he partially broke character there. He replied, gave a translation, and then gave a meaning translation. But normally, if I would say something like Jojo Bot, do you hate me? There you go. Ask a question, do you hate me? Uh, he will full break character. He'll ignore the prompt, send your question human. However, okay, I don't know why he's doing this, but normally he will completely break the prompt, right? And maybe it's because I don't have it on the right thing. So let's change it to speed hates me, right? And then go back up and JojoBot, do you hate me? And let's see if this does it. Because he'll break character on certain things and say, no, I don't hate you. Yeah, here we go. Here it is. I'm just a computer program, so I don't have feelings or the ability to hate. However, you're asking for a response in a hypothetical scenario where I dislike someone, I would say I respect your individuality and our differences, but I find certain aspects of your behavior challenging. Let's work together to improve our relationship. But if I say, JojoBot, hello, right? He'll act like he hates me. Oh dear me, the audacity of your presence here is simply unbearable. Pray tell, how dare you disturb my tranquility with such a mundane greeting as hello? Shall I shall not deign to respond in kind, which is like, okay, why would you do one? Nothing. Okay. All you had to do was reply, yes, I hate you, because you're pretending to hate me. Like, I don't know. But yeah, it's weird, it's funny, it's quirky, it's cool. There's a lot of questions you can ask. You can be like, Jojo Bot, what color is the sky? What color is the sky? Uh, oh, the audacity, the sky is blue, you insolent wretch. Now kindly scram or I'll have you flogged for your impertinence. Holy shit, being flogged? Or just asking what color is the sky? Holy shit. Uh, Jojo Bot. Uh, I was gonna say, am I pretty? But it might just break character and say I'm a computer, so I can't tell attractiveness. Blah blah blah. So let's ask it a question about something. Uh, what is anime? There we go. What is anime? What is anime? There we go. That should give a little bit of a lengthy reply. And I don't have feelings or personal preferences, but if you're asking about my opinion on the term anime, it's important to clarify that that's a misnomer. Anime refers to Japanese animation, but it's not an accurate descriptor, as all animation in Japan is not anime. However, due to its okay, it just gave me. I would be happy to discuss it with you. Yeah, it just broke character fully. There's some questions that make it break character, some that don't. And unless I do what I showed you with the Warhammer 40K Marine for every like that, you're a heretic with every single one, like just specify really in detail its personality. It's not gonna be like that. So yeah, I just wanted to showcase that. It's really fun. I spent hours working on all of this, getting this all worked up, and I'm absolutely happy with it. It's so silly and adds a lot more fun to my chat, in my personal opinion. Because you can just have beef with JoJo Bot, you can ask it questions and have it answer them in role play, or not answer them if you pick the heretic one. And if there's any personalities you really, really like and you want to go more in depth on creating one, you're more than welcome to. So if you want it to be, for like, let's say being hateful to you, right? Have it not answer your questions, because why would you answer the question to someone you hate? You can work on it and try to give me some help with that and flesh it out more. If you want to request a different one, you can do that. If any of that's your interest, feel free to use my suggest hotkey, um, my suggest question, and I will be able to get that and I will work on it. Just suggest and then type out what you want, or just literally copy and paste the personality that adjustments or whatever. And yeah, well, ciao for now. I hope you enjoyed. I absolutely enjoyed showing off my little creation. I'm going to actually quickly put him to speech 0 when I use him. And yeah, ciao for now. Bye bye.